1. The vision behind Mars, Elon Musk's lifelong dream. Elon Musk's vision for humanity stretches far beyond Earth. From the moment he first gazed at the night sky as a child, the idea of making humanity a multi-planetary species has burned brightly within him. But it was Mars, a distant and cold planet, that truly captivated his imagination. Musk saw it not just as a possibility, but as a necessity. He believed that in order for humanity to survive long-term, we would need to establish a presence on another planet. Mars, with its potential for human colonization, was the answer. Musk's ambition to make this vision a reality was driven by his understanding of the fragility of Earth. From climate change to the risk of a catastrophic event, he believed that relying solely on Earth was a gamble that humanity couldn't afford to take. Mars, with its harsh environment and limited resources, was an enormous challenge, but one Musk was determined to face head-on. For him, the risks were worth it. If humanity could succeed on Mars, it would unlock new possibilities for the future. But the deeper he delved into this vision, the more Musk realized what he had to lose to make it happen. As Musk invested millions of dollars into SpaceX, the pressure mounted. The journey to Mars was not just a scientific challenge, it was a personal one. The possibility of failure weighed heavily on Musk. For a man driven by a sense of duty to humanity, failing in this monumental task meant something far more profound than a setback. It meant a failure to secure humanity's future. The dream of Mars was no longer just a mission, it was his legacy, and the emotional cost of pursuing it was beginning to take its toll. 2. The pressure of leading SpaceX. Leading SpaceX, a company Musk founded with the goal of revolutionizing space travel, has come with intense pressure. Musk knew that the journey to Mars was not going to be easy, but he couldn't have anticipated the challenges that came with leading a company aimed at making a reality of interplanetary travel. Every rocket launch was scrutinized, every failure magnified. As the CEO of SpaceX, Musk was responsible for every success and every setback. The stakes were unimaginably high. The pressure to succeed was not just from his investors or the public, it was from within himself. Musk's perfectionism and relentless drive meant that every failure felt personal. He saw himself not just as the CEO of SpaceX, but as a steward of humanity's future. The journey to Mars was his responsibility, and the weight of that responsibility never let up. He was determined to overcome every obstacle and ensure that SpaceX succeeded in its mission to make life multiplanetary. But with this pressure came sacrifices. Musk's own mental and emotional health started to erode under the constant strain. The long hours, the constant focus on success, and the fear of failure all combined to take a toll on his personal life. Relationships were strained, and his physical health began to suffer. Yet through all of this, Musk pushed forward. He believed in the vision of Mars, and that belief was stronger than any obstacle that stood in his way. 3. The risk of failure. What's at stake? The journey to Mars is not just about sending rockets to a distant planet, it's about the future of humanity. The risks are enormous, and the potential for failure is ever present. For Elon Musk, failure is not an option. He knows that if SpaceX fails, the dream of Mars and the survival of humanity may be delayed for generations. This heavy burden weighs on Musk every day. The emotional toll of this risk is profound. Every failed rocket launch, every technical glitch, and every challenge along the way is not just a setback for SpaceX, it's a setback for the entire vision Musk has spent years building. He knows that there is no turning back once humanity begins its journey to Mars. The resources, the time, and the energy invested are too great to waste. Musk's deep fear of failure is not just about the financial loss. It's about the loss of the opportunity to secure humanity's future. This fear is what drives Musk to work tirelessly, to take extraordinary risks, and to constantly innovate. But the emotional cost of this drive is high. Musk has openly admitted that the pressure and the fear of failure have sometimes led him to question his own sanity. Yet despite these doubts, he continues to push forward. For him, the potential reward of Mars is worth any price. The emotional impact of leading a global mission. Elon Musk's journey to Mars is not just about rockets and technology, It's about people. The emotional impact of leading a global mission of this magnitude is impossible to ignore. Musk is not just responsible for the success of SpaceX, he's responsible for the future of humanity. Every decision he makes affects not just his team, but the world. And with that responsibility comes emotional weight. Musk often feels like he's carrying the hopes and dreams of the entire human race on his shoulders. As the face of SpaceX, he's constantly in the public eye. Every victory is celebrated, but every failure is scrutinized. The emotional toll of being in the spotlight is something Musk deals with every day. The pressure to succeed is not just professional, it's deeply personal. Musk has made countless sacrifices to make his dream of Mars a reality, but the emotional impact of this journey is something he continues to struggle with. Despite the emotional challenges, Musk remains committed to his vision. He knows that the journey to Mars will be long and difficult, but he believes in the end it will be worth it. The emotional cost is high, but for Musk, the reward is worth the sacrifice. He is willing to bear the emotional weight of this mission because he believes it is the key to humanity's future. 5. The cost of innovation, sacrifices made. Innovation often comes with great sacrifices, and for Elon Musk, the cost of pushing the boundaries of space exploration has been incredibly high. SpaceX has faced numerous challenges along the way, from failed rocket launches to financial struggles, but Musk has never wavered in his commitment to the mission. However, this commitment has come at a personal cost. Musk has sacrificed time, energy, and his own well-being to make SpaceX and the Mars mission a reality. The long hours and constant focus on innovation have taken a toll on his health, and his relationships have often suffered as a result. Musk has openly discussed the physical and emotional toll that running SpaceX has had on him, including periods of burnout and exhaustion. But despite these challenges, he has never been willing to step back from the mission. The cost of innovation is not just about money, it's about what Musk is willing to give up to achieve his goal. He has sacrificed family time, personal happiness, and even his own physical health. But for Musk, the reward is greater than the sacrifice. He knows that achieving the goal of sending humans to Mars will be a monumental achievement for humanity, and that belief keeps him moving forward, despite the cost. 6. The sacrifices Musk has made for Mars. The pursuit of Mars is not just a professional ambition for Elon Musk, it's a deeply personal mission. From the very beginning, Musk has understood that achieving his dream of establishing humanity on Mars would require immense sacrifices, and he has paid that price. Musk's relentless focus on his work has meant long hours, sleepless nights, and an all-consuming dedication to the mission. But these sacrifices extend beyond just his time. They have touched every aspect of his personal life. Musk's family and relationships have been particularly affected. The intensity with which he throws himself into SpaceX has led to strained relationships with his ex-wives, and his time with his children has often been limited. Musk himself has spoken openly about how his obsession with his work has sometimes come at the expense of his personal happiness. Yet despite these challenges, he continues forward, driven by his belief in the mission. Musk knows that the goal of sending humans to Mars will not only change the future of humanity, it will be his legacy. But the emotional toll of these sacrifices is profound. There have also been financial sacrifices. Musk has poured his own money into SpaceX when the company faced near bankruptcy, betting everything on the idea that the Mars mission was worth the risk. In doing so, he put his fortune and his career on the line. Despite these sacrifices, Musk remains determined. He believes that the long-term reward, the colonization of Mars, is worth the personal cost. However, the question remains, how much can one man give before the emotional and personal sacrifices become too great? 7. Managing the fear of failure and its emotional impact. For Elon Musk, fear is a constant companion. The stakes are incredibly high with the Mars mission. He understands that failing is not just a financial setback for SpaceX. It's a monumental failure for humanity. The idea of sending humans to Mars is so important to Musk that failure feels like an existential threat, not just to his company, but to the entire vision of a multi-planetary future. The fear of failure drives Musk to work harder, innovate more, and strive for perfection. But it also weighs on him emotionally. As SpaceX pushes forward with each new mission, Musk faces the ever-present fear that something will go wrong. A rocket could explode. The technology might not work. Musk has faced failure before, but this mission is different. The emotional cost of failure is far greater than anything he has faced in his career. It's not just about losing money or prestige. It's about the potential loss of the dream he's worked so tirelessly to achieve. Despite this, Musk has learned to manage his fear. He acknowledges it, but he refuses to let it control him. Instead, he uses that fear as fuel to keep pushing forward. Musk knows that fear is a natural part of any great endeavor, and he has developed a remarkable resilience in the face of it. His fear of failure drives him to make bold decisions, but it also keeps him grounded. It's a delicate balance, but one that Musk manages with remarkable determination. 8. The weight of leadership. Musk's role in the Mars mission. Being a leader means shouldering tremendous responsibility, and for Elon Musk, the weight of leadership in the Mars mission is not something he takes lightly. As the CEO of SpaceX, Musk is the one who sets the course. Every decision he makes, every move he takes, ripples out across the entire company and beyond. The success of the Mars mission, and indeed the future of humanity, rests squarely on his shoulders. The burden of leadership can be isolating. Musk often finds himself standing at the helm of SpaceX, carrying the hopes and dreams of thousands of people. The pressure to succeed is immense, and Musk must bear it alone. There are no easy answers, and no one else can make the critical decisions. He is responsible for guiding SpaceX through its successes and failures, and the emotional toll of that responsibility is considerable. Musk is constantly battling the anxiety that comes with being in charge of such a monumental project. Yet Musk handles this burden with a certain resolve. His belief in the mission is unwavering, and this belief allows him to lead SpaceX with confidence, despite the weight he carries. Musk is a visionary, but he is also a leader who must navigate the complexities of managing people, resources, and the expectations of the world. The emotional strain of this leadership is immense, but Musk continues to push forward, driven by his sense of duty to humanity's future. 9. Coping with the isolation of the Mars mission. Space exploration is inherently isolating, and Elon Musk, as the driving force behind the Mars mission, has had to contend with a profound sense of loneliness. While many associate the journey to Mars with rockets, technology, and innovation, the emotional side of the mission is often overlooked. Musk finds himself increasingly isolated from the world he once knew. His time is consumed by the mission, and the people around him must constantly deal with the emotional strain that comes with it. The emotional isolation Musk experiences is twofold. On one hand, there is the physical isolation that comes with being a visionary so deeply immersed in his work. Musk spends long hours at SpaceX, often working days and nights to keep the Mars mission moving forward. But on the other hand, there is the emotional isolation of being the leader of such a high-stakes project. Musk often feels that the weight of the mission is something he alone must bear. While his team at SpaceX is essential, the burden of leadership and the fear of failure are his alone to carry. Musk has acknowledged the emotional toll this isolation takes on him. He has spoken about the loneliness of leadership and the emotional exhaustion that comes from pursuing such an ambitious goal. However, he continues to push forward. The dream of Mars is too important to abandon, and Musk's sense of duty to humanity keeps him going, even when the isolation becomes overwhelming. 10. The ultimate reward. Reaching Mars and securing humanity's future. After all the struggles, sacrifices, and emotional tolls, the reward for Elon Musk is clear. Mars. For Musk, reaching Mars is not just a scientific achievement, it's the key to securing humanity's future. Despite all the setbacks, the long hours, and the personal costs, the vision of a future where humans live on Mars is what keeps Musk moving forward. Mars represents the next step for humanity. It is the ultimate test of human ingenuity, resilience, and perseverance. Musk believes that the survival of humanity depends on making life multi-planetary. By establishing a colony on Mars, Musk hopes to ensure that the human race will survive, even if Earth faces catastrophic events. For Musk, the reward is not just about reaching Mars, it's about ensuring the survival of humanity itself. The road to Mars has been long and difficult, but for Musk, the future of humanity is worth every sacrifice. The emotional toll of the journey is enormous, but Musk remains determined. As SpaceX continues to work toward this goal, Musk's belief in the importance of Mars only grows stronger. Despite the fears, the failures, and the emotional challenges, the reward of reaching Mars will be worth it. For Musk, Mars is not just a destination, it's the future of humanity, and that makes every sacrifice worthwhile. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.